Okay, so I'm not a cat burglar. It's actually me, Tim from Tim Time. I'm gonna run out to the garage and get some stuff to bring in to work on today. I think we'll look at the Fluke meter and the frequency counter.
All right, we'll see how this goes. So this was the Fluke multimeter. It's an 8842A, and I'm going to power it up here in a minute. First thing, I just want to take a look at the fuse in the back, just to make sure somebody didn't stuff aluminum foil or something in it. But I'm not going to set it. Let's see. Line set. We have it at 120 would be very top and very bottom. That looks correct. The fuse holder looks a little bit beat up, but let me get a screwdriver and open that up. Easier said than done. Here they are. Alright, there's the fuse. It's saying, well, it doesn't talk. Let's see. 1/4. Just says line fuse 1/4. 1/4 slow fuse for 110 or 1 and 120. Alright, so that looks to be the correct fuse. Put it back in. All right. I'm not going to do it through a variac and bring it up or anything. We're just going to see. We're going to let the chips fall where they will. There was a bunch. All these cables came with all that stuff I got. And for now, we'll just move these out of our way because other scope leads and everything, so we can move these out of our way because we don't need them in the way. I'm going to turn this around. Doesn't have any legs on it to hold it up. So I'll grab my homemade bench dog here and hold it up here. It's got the standard computer type back lead on it, or back power cord on it. Plug that in. All right, we're back on, plugged in. No, we're not plugged in. There we go. That end's plugged in. Turn it on and see what we get. We are on, not sure what the flashing S means, but let's just go to ohms. Oh, we have 4-wire and 2-wire. That's interesting. Let's take a look and see. I don't even look to see what I'm plugged into here. Oh, inputs front and rear. So that would be the front, I guess. Oh, there are inputs in the back as well. I didn't even look at that. How many digits you want. Six digits. All right, so this meter is at least 25 years old because it was first calibrated, where it was calibrated 18 September. So I'm sure somebody didn't run out brand new, buy it, let it get it calibrated and let it run out. So I'm sure it's older than that. I'll have to look up and see what the flashing S is on the top. But that seems to work. DC volts. Let me get my trusty DC power supply over here. The one that was testing the LEDs. Let's just see. 12.20. 12.19, 12.20. Put this guy on the top of it for comparison purposes. You can turn on. I don't know if I already did turn it on. It means the battery charged. Hasn't been running quite a while. DC volts. .18, 12.20. Close enough for my brand to work. Yeah, so it seems to work pretty well. I think it's just going to need some cleanup. And of course we'll put it through more test steps, but let's see, you can't see this one at all, I don't think. With the glare shining on it. Why does this tell me negative? Do I have all the reds connected together, all the blacks, but I don't know what I have over at the power supply. Oh, I have them swapped over at the power supply. Okay, that makes sense. Well, let me get a couple of resistors and we'll give it some checks there. And turn this off. Oh, resistors. Oh, here we go. We're going to put you on resistance. Let's see, meter. Oop, on a touch screen. Okay. Well, the first thing I find here is $2,200. So what do we see in here? We have M1 resistance now. 2-wire about 1970, 1956. I didn't zero either one of these. That one is zeroed. Don't know how to zero this one. $49K on. Oh, I was reading through the other meter. Okay. So we can't leave them like that because that's going to throw it off. So what did we say? This is going to be 2.2K ohm, 2.16K ohm, 2.16. That's what that's saying. This one's saying 2.17 K ohms. 2.1816. .17.6. Let's get a lower value resistor. How about this little guy here? All right, 3.6 ohms. K ohm. So this is say 3.4. Let's move it down to somewhere you can turn off auto range. Oh, here's auto. 3.38. So with it on auto ranging, we got 3.38 ohms versus coming back up to here. I see this one's giving me a low battery. It's something I learned not too long ago, that it actually has a low battery indicator. 3.7 ohms. So 3.6. All right. So I think this will be the new shop, my bench voltmeter. I like having a bench voltmeter. So we'll put this here and we can run it through some more tests. This guy could get charged up. This is my portable voltmeter slash oscilloscope. Still really liking this. Okay, I mean, it works pretty good. We'll have to check it with some AC voltages and see how that works. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. She's got a, this turns in here, so there's a fuse in there, I would bet. Let me turn the power off. Because that's the 2 amp probe, so there is a fuse in there, and it is still good. And 6AX2, which I assume is going to be 2 amps. So that would be correct. In you go. I think that's good. All right, I'm going to clean this thingy up and put it into service. And yet again, we have Tang here to inspect things. Okay, what I found about the S, the flashing S, that's the trigger rate. How fast you can set that. That's how fast the trigger S. If you turn on M, you'll notice a bit dimmer, but it's triggering faster And then when you go to F, which is fastest, so I guess normally would be an S for slow. Now the SRQ, this is going to give us, it actually runs a self-diagnostic if I hold this in for 3 seconds. So we're going to see what happens. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know. I don't know, apparently everything's okay because I didn't get any errors. And alright, let's see if I put rate to M. Alright, I'm going to let this run for a bit and just make sure it's okay. And then we'll be ready to go into service, right? Grout? He's prowling. Okay, I couldn't resist the fun of trying one more thing. Let me get the camera situated a little bit better here. This, my friends, is a HP 5385A frequency counter, Hewlett-Packard. And it looks like it goes from 10 hertz to 1000 megahertz. I'm just going to see if it fires up. Check the fuse real quick first. Alright, it looks like it has a slow blow 2 amp. What does it require? 2 amp. Alright, the line select is set at 110 volts. And that's all we're worried about right now. We're going to plug it in and see what happens. Plugged in. I can imagine it has a built-in heater. That's why it's got just standby and on. There it goes on. And I see nothing. Make sure that I'm still plugged in over here, which I am. Check, reset. Heard a weird noise when I first turned it on. Standby's on and power's on. Well, that doesn't work very well. I'll pop the fuse out again and make sure that it didn't die, because I just heard a strange noise when I... Doesn't look to be burned? Or does it? I believe it is burned. It looks more like it's broken than burned. Really hard to see that, but let's check it real quick. I'll check it with my new voltmeter, or my new ohm meter, but I didn't run the power cord to it yet. So we're going to check with my Tektronix. I got it plugged in right now because it was telling me low battery. So let's see. Let's go to meter and ohms. We're at ohms. And where's he going to lead? That shows a short on that side, so if I open here, yeah, this fuse is open. But if you look at it, it's not burned. I don't know if you really can see that. It's weird. But it would have to be burned. Yeah, I can see a little solder ball type thing on there. So, I don't think I have any 2 amp slow blows. Let me look. And we'll see. See what I can find on this here contraption. Alright, I am going to try it with just a 2 amp non-slow blow just to see what happens. If I'm wondering if it has the heater. The heater probably wants the slow blow because when it comes on, it's probably a little bit of a surge, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to plug it in now. Alright, it's plugged in. I didn't hear anything, but 2 amp. I'm going to turn it on. Come on, address, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so it is on. Let me just try something real quick with this guy. Oh, poop. Get a different cable. And I'll order some slow blows. Just a nice short cable like this should work. I'm going to turn on the signal generator. Move this guy back out of the way because he's charging up. This has a fuse in the input as well. It's 10 hertz to 100 megahertz. That's all right. We're not going to be going over that. So let's just see. This is 1 kilohertz at 4 volts. Now first, I'm going to turn the amplitude way down. I believe there's 1 volt. And output. Let's look at the gate. And the trigger level. Go faster. Display digits. The attenuation, frequency, period, filter. B, run on B. Gate every 10 seconds. See what that looks like. 999. Let's go up to a frequency of, oh, what the heck? Let's try 1 megahertz. Gated at 1 second. So 900, yeah, 999962. So that's pretty darn close. And if this has a heater in it, you'll have to wait till that heats up. Let me see how low I can take the voltage. Amplitude. Let's go. Here's 50 millivolts. Trigger levels at minimum. Let's see. Let's check. Oh, check. Gives me the 10 megahertz internal generator. Pass CPU. Probably shouldn't have anything plugged into it while I'm doing a test. Level. I'm going to take the signal level down even lower. Okay, that's as low as it possibly can go. So it's not picking anything up there. But that's 2 millivolts. Oh, manual level, we have to push that. Level A. Alright, let's take it up some. I see the gate is starting to flash. Just barely. I can't really lock into a frequency. Let's turn this back onto manual. It's saying 15 hertz. Mind you, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go up to 30. Okay, so now it's showed me 999 kilohertz, so almost 1 megahertz, and that's what I'm looking for. All right, at 25 megahertz, I'm showing 24.999990 something. So, like I said, is that off, or is it this off, or is it just my cable? I could try a different cable. All right, on this meter here, so kitty cat, do you think you could move? This is Tang. Yeah, that one, I don't know if you can if it's going to turn out on the camera because of the scan rate, but that one's showing 24.9997. See if I can gate it a little bit more than that. No, I don't think that's going to work. 24.99997. Try one more time. $24.999993. Let me to turn him off. Okay, so 24.999996 now. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6 digits changing. That's really a long gate time. That's how often it refreshes itself. That's every 10 seconds. So as you see, I have three different ones have 3 different ratings. I have another. Okay, there's a little more scientific one, and it's saying 24.999952. So it's more in line with what the new HP is saying. Now that one has a heater in it, and it's always turned on. So the standard is always kind of at the right temperature. So perhaps this HP is a little more accurate than we think it is. Okay.
All right, that was some pretty exciting stuff, you have to admit. Okay, I've got that stuff ready to go and put in. The next thing I want to look at was I was kind of torn between the Skipper 300 polymer power amplifier, and I really wanted to look at the the Comanche, the Siltronics Comanche. But that's in pretty rough shape and not having the cover on. The speaker's ripped, and I believe the power tube's missing. So that may just get tabled for a long time. I think that tube itself is $100 used. So we'll see what happens. And I'm going to pull in the amplifier. We'll get it. I'll take it apart out there just to make sure there's no critters living in it. Probably film that just in case there is. Then we'll bring it in here, and before I even do a lot to it, I'm going to try and power it up. So stay tuned.